My friends, I'm happy about this news, really very happy about this news. I'm sure he will make it to the World Cup. I want to start this video off right away before I go any further to get straight to the point because you know how much I root for Arrascaeta. Besides being a star player, he's a fantastic guy. And look here. Do you see this? He had a visit from Ava's CEO. I'll explain what Ava is, okay? Okay. They went there to start the treatment at his house near his son, right? Near his wife Camila, his son, right? Milano. So the company that took care of and quickly helped Cristiano Ronaldo and many other athletes from world soccer recover. Casemiro, this company that specializes in athlete recovery, they went to his house, man. They went to Arrascaeta's house. They're helping him recover. And do you know what the goal is? I'll tell you, I talked to the people from AVA here. I have information about the device they used on Arrascaeta, and they're going to be applying these therapies to Arrascaeta. And on Monday, he'll start going to Ninho do Urubu as well to undergo the treatments Flamengo itself offers. And I'm going to explain to you right now what he's doing, and you're going to be surprised because their goal, listen to this, their goal is to break Montoro's record from Botafogo, who came back from the same injury in 41 days, and Arrascaeta making it to the World Cup. Man, let's go all in. I'm going to ask you all for prayers, positive energy, because I know we always send this positive energy to Flamengo. But now let's send it to Flamengo's star player, a guy who deserves it, Jorge Ander Arrascaeta. Roll the intro here, and I'll be right back bringing you all the information. I'm here at the market getting ready for a family barbecue for a birthday. It's my son Otto's month anniversary today. Otto is 5 months old today. And I wanted to bring you this information. Check it out. So he's undergoing treatment to come back quickly, trying to break Montoro's record of 41 days, God willing. Just a reminder, it's not a competition, okay? It's so he can attend the cup worry-free. Let me turn around here because the lighting is a bit bad. Hold on, I'm going to turn my cap around. Let's go. It'll get better now. All right, let's do this. Look at this. So he's using Ava's cutting-edge technology, okay? The same one used by elite athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, and Casemiro. Among the equipment in the recovery line is the Cryo Sport, a system that has intelligent cryocompression, combining cryotherapy and active intermittent compression. Check out how cool that is. It features a portable, multifunctional control unit integrated with different types of wraps. Anatomical wraps. In other words, Arrascaeta is undergoing this treatment, okay? It provides maximum efficiency and safety in compression therapy and will also help with the low temperature aspect, which benefits the entire treatment. Arrascaeta received a visit from Rodrigo Santana, CEO of Avanutri today. So everything will work out, Arrascaeta. We're rooting for you. On Monday, remember, he'll begin treatment at Ninho do Urubu. And I want to start off like this. Guys, greetings to all Flamengo fans. This is Flamengo. Welcome to the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. If you're new here, I invite you to follow, like, and share on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and like the video. You can also get the Mingo Black Diamonds jersey through YouTube shopping. You can already make sure to check out other Flamengo products. The white jersey, the new white jersey that Flamengo has already played in, has already debuted. My friends, Leila Pereira is being criticized by Palmeiras fans. That's right. She's being criticized by Palmeiras fans. Even Palmeiras fans are criticizing Leila Pereira. Check this out. Look at this. Embarrassing. Just look. Robson Bodão already reacted. I'll react with him now. Watch this. Me too.
Me too. Flamengo. Leila Pereira is going too far, man. She's obsessed.
The obsessed one. Stayed. She only talks about BAP. He just replies.
If you keep talking about Flamengo, that's too much. Want to throw shade? Post it on your own social media.
She's using Palmeiras' social media to attack Flamengo BIP.
It looks like she wants to promote herself using Paivão.
So she can work at Vasco later? No, that's not it. She wants attention from the Vasco crowd.
She went there, stood up to those guys, and in the end, what happened? She has to sign a contract, and Flamengo is going to get 150 million reais. I think they say they're going to leave Libra. Will they really?
Man, here's what I think, shout Endo. We live in a system. She's a capitalist. The one who wins is the one who has the most. Flamengo gives a lot more visibility.
She really said it. Very embarrassing, my friend. Comment here. We're going to talk about De La Cruz. We're going to talk about Luiz Araújo. We've got a lot for you guys here. So share, follow, help us out. We're together. Let's get to the video. Do you know who praised Luiz Araújo? Felipe Melo, my friends. Felipe Melo praised Luiz Araújo. Luiz, to me, is a great player. I never get tired of praising him. He's a player who can play several roles, but he's left-footed, quick, and has an excellent medium and long-range shot. This kid is a really good player, I agree. I'm always defending him here when people say he had a bad game. They don't realize that sometimes he's heavily marked, that he's very targeted, very closely marked. And when they reduce his space, it really gets in his way, because he's a player who needs space to create. And sometimes people don't analyze that. Look, I'm going to say something here that I'm sure Leonardo Jardim and the people who understand tactics will agree with me on. Even when he's tightly marked, he creates space for others. You can notice that when he's tightly marked, Flamengo does well on the other side. Man, he's that typical player who, because he's very sharp, a player who shoots and you can't give him space to shoot, he's the kind of player that when he has space, he delivers. When he's marked or lacks space, he creates space for others. So people sometimes don't analyze a player without the ball. Sometimes the guy says, man, he's struggling in the match. He's being marked often. No, he's being closely marked. He's having a hard time. Oh, but you can notice that he always tries to pass on the first or second touch. Always. He tries to make things happen quickly and doesn't hold the ball long. He's a player, and obviously when he's heavily marked, mistakes will happen. So people don't analyze it. They don't give Luiz Araújo the value he deserves. For me, he's one of the best players. I keep saying that. I never get tired of saying it. He's one of Flamengo's best players. And I saw people saying, oh, they should sell Luiz Araújo. Take the opportunity and sell him. No, they shouldn't sell Luiz Araújo. Just like I also think they shouldn't sell Plata. At first, with everything that was happening, today my analysis is that Plata also has a lot of quality. And if he has the attitude of a high-performance athlete, he'll go far, okay? So Felipe Melo on Seleção Sport TV praised Luiz Araújo a lot, and he's absolutely right. For me, Luiz Araújo is the player who will be able to fill the gap left by the departure of those two absences. In this case, Arrascaeta's clavicle injury and Lucas Paquetá's as well. I mean, them being out of the team. And also Lucas Paquetá's injury, who is still recovering and probably won't even return against Grêmio. Maybe only in the next game, but against Vasco, he's out. Against Grêmio, he might be listed. So we're bringing you this opinion that I really agree with Felipe Melo on this. So what do you think? Leave your comment here. And do you know who the fans' favorite is to take Arrascaeta's place during this period? And also while Flamengo is without Lucas Paquetá? Because I think that would be ideal, right? Even though we also have Luiz Araújo, man, the fans prefer another name, okay? It's not even Luiz, who we've already mentioned. It's not even Paquetá when he returns. Well, actually, when he returns, I believe Paquetá would really be the best option, like I was saying. But the fans want Nicolás de la Cruz, okay? So GE reported that he's the fans' favorite to take Arrascaeta's spot against Vasco and possibly against Grêmio, right? His 2026 version evolving at Flamengo. That was my question for the medical department yesterday. So the research, they said he's actually doing really well. So the polls showed that more than 50% of the votes were for De La Cruz to be Arrascaeta's replacement. Okay, Saúl, 33.7%. So, De La Cruz, 50.2%. Saúl, 33.7%. Luiz Araújo, 6.74%. Plata, 5.6%. Bruno Henrique, 3.76%. In other words, De La Cruz, with more than 50% won the vote, right? Saúl was second and Luiz Araújo came in third. De La Cruz is mainly a midfielder and often alternates with Arrascaeta in that role on Uruguay's national team. Man, do I even need to say anything else? I'm sure Leonardo Jardim is definitely going to see this, right? He's the right player for that role. He's the ideal option. He's the ideal one. Flamengo already has this player who was playing as a defensive midfielder, and he also does really well, okay? He was even picked by Tite to play as a false right winger at the beginning of his time at Flamengo, right? But it was as a second defensive midfielder that he performed best. Since 2024, he's been playing as a defensive midfielder for the club. But on the Uruguayan national team, he alternates with Arrascaeta in the midfield, okay? As a number 10, all right? So, the problem is that Nico, as he's affectionately called at Flamengo, was never able to get a good run going because of physical problems. But man, I see it, okay? There's a possibility for him to do what Arrascaeta does, you know? He has the same quality. For me, obviously, Arrascaeta has those flashes of brilliance, of genius, but in terms of passing quality, he has a lot of the same qualities that Arrascaeta has. I wanted your opinion. Do you agree with the survey? Did you participate? Do you think he's the ideal player for Flamengo to groom for that role? Does he have the same minutes restriction Arrascaeta has? He has a lot of similarities with Arrascaeta, right? So, yeah, I think the doctor even said he's responding well. I think he's the possible solution for Leonardo Jardim. This is the kind of headache you get when De La Cruz is available, right? And I want to thank here, man, say Conde 3D, right? Conde 3D. I'll get his exact handle here to share with you. Yeah, man, he does 3D printing, okay? Conde, it's Conde 3D print, all right? A Conde 3D print, Conde 3D print, okay? He made this one, man. Look how amazing it is. Look how amazing it is. Amazing. Send one as a gift to Leila, right? And you want it. Look, I'm going to send you a Malvadão gift here. Look, you want the Malvadão vulture, right? The big vulture here. Look, you can get yours, man. Get in touch with Conde 3D Print. He'll get it ready, give you a price for what you want, and send it to you. He creates any designs you need. He added paparazzo, and it looks great. All right, you can get yours too. That's it. Be sure to follow, like, and share on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, be sure to subscribe down below, turn on notifications, hit the bell, and leave a like on the video. Thanks so much for being here. Hello, Flamengo fans. This is Flamengo. Thanks. Goodbye.